Hey, Kev, it's time to record a new Smodcast.
Fuck off. I'm listening to one of the other great shows on the Smodcast podcast network. Scott?
There's so many to choose from.
You damn skippy, there's so many to choose from. I'm on 5 every week myself, man. Hollywood Babylon on Monday, Smodcast with you on Tuesday, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old on Wednesday with Jay Muse, Fat Man on Batman every Thursday, and then I wrap up the week with Edumacation with Andy McElfresh.
There's so many to choose from.
Hell yeah, son, and those aren't the only podcasts. Those are just the ones I'm involved with. What about the podcasts of Smodco that don't feature me, man? Like Tell 'em Steve Dave, Last Week on Earth with Ben Glebe, I Sell Comics with Ming and Mike.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey, man, there's also Film School Fridays or Netheads or Get Up on This, Team Jack.
There's so many to choose from.
The Breaks, man, Waking from the American Dream, Bagged and Boarded, Phoebe, Soundbite Nation. These are all the shows you could be listening to over at smodcast.com, Scott.
There's so many to choose from.
And if audio's not enough for you, man, if you're just like, no, I want the thick dick of video as well, man, well, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is C-Smod, or you can watch Comic Book Men, our show on AMC, following The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead every Sunday night.
There's so many to choose from.
That's right, Scott. There are so many to choose from. So get choosing, kids. Go to smodcast.com. Start getting picky, man. Stick these sweet, sweet oral sounds into your ear pussies.
There's so many to choose from.
You said that already.
There's so many to choose from.
Seiji, I want to get these commercials done. Know why?
What?
Because I want to go watch TV.
I watch TV.
Yeah, can I watch TV?
I'm not funny.
You know what? I'm not going to watch regular TV, though. I'm going to watch HuluPlus.com.
Not good.
HuluPlus.com/TSD. If you want to get a sweet, sweet deal, that's where you go.
No, not.
Yeah, $7.99 a month. Get your shows anytime, anywhere.
Oh, no.
It's only $0.25 a day. You know the coins you collect? The big one, the quarter that's worth 25 cents?
No, so.
That's it. That's all it costs. Right now, sign up at huluplus.com/TESD or click on the banner on the website and get 2 weeks free full access, completely free. You can see your cartoons like Sanji and Craig, SpongeBob, or Arthur. Or if you're like that, you can watch documentaries like High on Crack Street.
Yeah.
You want to watch High on Crack Street?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Anyway. Let's make this short for everybody so we can go back to watching huluplus.com/TESD. If you don't have it, you're very, very silly.
It's.
All right there, little one. You know how you've been saving money for a pool?
Yeah.
I think I got something you might want to spend it on instead. Go to lootcrate.com/TESD.
Yeah.
It's a subscription service for geeks and gamers that delivers epic items every month. We gotta talk to him about using the word epic, right? It's kind of dorky.
Yep.
That's for Goku heads.
Good.
Yep, you better believe it.
Oh, good heads.
Oh, poor Goku heads. Are you a fan of pop culture? Do you consider yourself a gamer, a geek, or both? If you do, here's what happens basically, is they stuff a bunch of licensed gamer and geek stuff. No, listen. I'm going to smack you. Want me to smack you across the room? Wait, is that microphone still on? Uh-oh, you better deny I said any of that. Okay, anyway. Do you like to get boxes in the mail?
Not got stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Especially if those boxes are filled with licensed crap from lootcrate.com. It's all kinds of gamer stuff and that sort of... why am I explaining this to you? Go to lootcrate.com/TESD if you're interested and check it out. And if you use our code, you get 10% off any subscription plan. 10%, CG. 10.
I said 10.
You're going to make me come tonight, stupid?
all you need is new pussy. Put a no face on every night. Freak. Is getting a boner though like enough to like knock you out for the whole day then? Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. God, we got to be like, what, 197 now? Something like that? 195, 196, 197,
Close.
198. Yeah.
So close.
So close to
So
200.
close.
We got to think of something fancy, something fun.
Do we?
Probably. A little something.
Like have it like special like get 'em on or something?
Maybe we'll make like a bicentennial shirt where like the three of us all have Hitler mustaches.
Oh.
Something like that. We'll jump in on this new Hitler craze.
Well, that doesn't preclude me from fucking us. I'm just saying that right now.
I mean, I could say this about any day, but
Yeah.
went to the doctor today.
Okay.
Testosterone issues.
Solved?
Do you see a boner?
Is it a no boner thing?
No, it's not a no boner thing, but it's more of like a lack of interest, drive,
Yeah.
energy, fatigue, all that fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Is getting a boner though like enough to like knock you out for the whole day then?
Yeah, like if I get a boner,
I'm not saying like you're gonna do anything with it, but just getting it. I mean,
yeah, doing something with it's a completely different fucking.
I mean that's out of the question.
That's a whole nother ball of wax.
I thought doing anything with it. I just mean like just getting one. Does that put you out?
Veins sticking out of my head as I fucking will myself to get a boner. No. It's again like the blood shit. I got my blood done at the beginning of the month. It was 9.1. I got it again early. What day is today? Friday. It was 8.1. So now I'm getting that iron and shit, and I fucking cannot stand. I hate getting needles. I hate it. I hate getting stuck. And then they're like, "Oh, like we missed, so they got to do it again." But I went to see the good thing about the testosterone is getting it. What I mean is, it creates more red blood cells.
Okay.
So I guess it kind of works. But this time, instead of the gel, this is what they have he said it's pellets, like these tiny little pellets, and they give you a local anesthetic, like right on your hip, like right at the top of your ass, I guess, or whatever. And they make a tiny little slice in your skin, not even enough to require like sutures. And they put a certain amount of pellets in there, and then they slowly dissolve over the course of.
You can't just swallow them.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that they were designed by fucking scientists and shit, but can I just eat them like everything else?
No, I meant can it go in the opposite way?
Oh, like jam it up my ass?
Well, I mean, jam it, but if it's tiny.
Yeah, no, it doesn't appear that way. It has to be like subcutaneous.
Because I'm thinking
that was the first thing.
Because that to me sounds like self-mutilation. Like, why would rather go? I wouldn't want to get a small incision. What am I? I mean, I prefer the injection over that. And
well, I can't. Well, that's the thing.
Because you have to slice yourself open every time to put some in.
No. He does it. I don't do it.
Sounds like a scene from Hellraiser.
Yeah, I know, right? There's the gel which you can do, like I used to do that, put it on your chest every day.
You gonna say you can't get a patch?
There's injections. I guess you could get a patch, same thing as the gel, I guess.
And this is all to get a hard on?
Yeah, so it can get some wood.
Is Suzanne all for this?
I would have to. Yeah, she's anti.
You don't need any of this.
She deflated my tires this morning before I went to the doctor.
How long have you guys been together now? Like a long time, right?
Off and on, 10 years.
I mean,
I got to dress up as Hitler.
Isn't there just like a natural, like you fucked her enough
type thing going on, or you're still like...
I think she's saying that about me, probably. Yeah. I probably fucked you too much.
All right. Because you know how relationships, after a while, you're like, they're not really as exciting as
But it's not just that. It's about, like I said, it's about like the fatigue and the tired and the concentration and the lack of energy and all that shit. Like, a lot goes along with it.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to talk about your sex life to a doctor?
He didn't really ask that much about it. No, he didn't really ask that much.
He doesn't ask like your frequency?
Yeah, he like, you definitely want this in your ass, right? And then I'm looking at you.
No, what does that mean?
About frequency? No, he doesn't. That didn't come up. No, he just like he
is it like he didn't ask about the rigidness of it?
It's like, do you fuck hard?
Dr. Ming?
Yeah.
Like is it there's a rigid test? Did they do that for that?
Oh, like to see how hard I get?
Like, is it kind of like, like a half one?
It was basically a gay porn. I'm like,
why can't we have a conversation without having it go right there about medical?
I'm like, don't you have a more professional camera than your iPhone? And why are you taping it, by the way? No, like all he did, like when I came in was he read the level.
The T level.
The T level, I guess. Yeah, the testosterone.
And just to interject right here, though, I am bombarded with commercials on a nightly basis about what you're suffering through.
Well, that's what I asked him. I said,
you're not alone, bro. Do not feel like you are some sort of like freak.
Okay.
Because this is a big, big problem with American men today. Obviously, I mean, I cannot tell you how many times the commercial comes on about low T. Mm-hmm. It's constantly, so don't feel bad.
I didn't until now. Now I feel like...
Why are you feeling bad? I just told you not to.
I'm just kidding. But the other one is like, have you had a heart attack due to testosterone treatment? It like on daytime TV, it is literally every other commercial. It's like, did you take the patch? Did you take injections?
Yeah, call Wojciechowicz and son. We'll get you the money you deserve.
Yeah, like I'm dead. What are you doing, man?
So you're saying there's a risk that? Well, I mean, come and think about it. I mean, there is a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Low T, heart is pumping extra hard
through all this fat.
Well, I mean, because you're not getting all the blood, so it's got to work harder.
Right.
And now you're trying to inject, trying to make it pump even harder so you can so little bride could get out some sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're putting a lot of strain on that fucking ticker.
Yeah.
It's not,
You should put yourself on a list now for a new heart so that when this one gives out, you're already like 10 down on the list.
And it's not that easy, I don't think, to get on that list. No. You're just like, hey, my heart may go, and I'm from comic book man in case you didn't know. I get to jump.
Ever watch Walking Dead?
I'm not on that, but
yeah, I'm not even on the show after that. Yeah, it seems like. I asked the guy. I said, "What's the deal with that?" I guess he said a lot of GPs, the general practitioners, or guys who aren't specialists, they'll just give people testosterone and not monitor the levels, and what happens is the T level gets so high, and then your blood starts to get thick, and I guess when you're older, then you get a heart attack.
Do you think we should be playing around like this? Because years ago, if you had this problem,
I would be dead. Already.
No, you just you deal with down south being kind of a no-go zone anymore. At a certain age, that's the stage of your life is.
I'm 45. I've lived a long and fulfilling life.
But I mean, in our Father's Day, that was it.
I think our fathers just went out and got like new pussy. Nothing gets your dick harder than
he's so out of touch. He thinks that the human body,
Johnny Lunch,
all the ills of the face, an aging man can be fucking fixed.
Chemical imbalance got you down.
New pussy.
New pussy. What I'm prescribing for you?
That is not going to be the fucking thing that turns your fucking. your ticker working correctly or your hormones at the right.
Well, we were talking about
levels.
harder. We were talking about boners.
The boners that comes with all the ailments he has, though.
Yeah.
I got all sorts of that.
I'll tell you what. You ain't gonna feel that bad about your ailments. You go out there, you get some new pussy. That's what Grandpa did.
I know. That's part of the problem, though, is like you don't even really think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not even an issue. That's so far down on your...
Oh, you don't like watch porn, nothing like that? You just check out.
No, I'm too busy fighting with people on Facebook.
That's so far down on the agenda, right? Is like... But okay, so let's... I mean, if you want to, we can cut this out. Over the past... you've been dealing with this for how long?
I mean, I guess it would be a year now.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
So how many sessions do you think that you've had intimate sessions in a year?
Oh, God.
Well, you don't have to give me just a rough number. You can build it up
rough,
if you want.
That's rough to say,
You
I mean, at least 4 or 5 times a day, times 8 days a week. No, I would say...
Is it 3 times a week, twice a week? Is it more than that?
Sometimes not even twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think you're being honest with the listeners. I appreciate that. I know they do.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't fuck them torrent the next thing we do now if you're going to be this honest with them.
Yeah, I was honest. I don't get any puss. Please don't torrent our stuff.
But
what more do you want from me?
Let's say...
you said like 3 times a week?
2, 3. Yeah, 3.
I think a lot of people would be happy with
said
that.
sometimes not even twice a week, you said.
Yeah, sometimes 0 times a week. Depends.
I mean, just going from when I was in the firehouse, it sounded like a lot of guys don't even go for that.
And did you give them your standby advice?
Yeah, so I get some new pussy to try that.
Let's say,
come on, boys.
Let's go with 2.
Okay.
Is each session, do you feel that you're that you're performing at a lower level because of these ailments, or do you feel like, you know what, it's still the same fucking good
delivering
shit?
the goods?
Yeah,
absolutely not. Why anybody would fuck me is a mystery. Definitely, like I think back to like when. Like when I was in shape and stuff. I mean, Christ, even like 70 years ago, everything was better.
All right.
So and certainly, like
is
now,
it
I'm at an all-time
related?
low health. Yeah, like I can like.
It's not
Sunday.
like it's not completing at too early. It's more just like.
Oh no! I can't do any work. Like I walked from my place down to like where the parrot is with Sage the other day. By the end of the walk, I'm like I'm about to fucking fall over. It's just like there's just no oxygen getting anywhere because of the combination of the blood.
I think that is a problem that a lot of guys at a certain age face, and I think they put a lot of pressure on themselves. Though put a lot of pressure to perform as a 20-year-old.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I didn't perform as a 20-year-old when I was 20.
Now this society though demands. This society demands that the man not only go to work,
but he come
be a
home
good
and
father,
bring home the bacon,
but also put a no face on every night.
Right.
Put his woman's no face on. Right?
She's that expecting the bacon. She's like, you've eaten it clearly already by the time you get home.
I think that as a society at a certain age, you should take that pressure off guys maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't have to like worry about that so much.
The O face? Mine or hers? Like,
hers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, forget yours.
Right.
Worry about yourself. I mean,
yeah, like the second I walked through the door with my lunchbox, she's like, "You're gonna make me come tonight, stupid?" I'm like, "Let me close the door before the neighbors hear."
The last time this fucker ever fucking had a lunchbox and went to work.
My hard hat.
What do you think, as the fucking the lover of the fucking...
No, well, first of all, I've told you repeatedly that those days are long behind me.
Do you think as a society that a man is expected to do everything because he is a man?
I think you're talking about maybe, first of all, that sounds outdated to me. I don't even think women would agree with that anymore. But
What's that? Agree with what?
That men are expected to do everything. I think women are like...
I think with good reason, though. You should be expected to go to work. You should be expected
as a young man,
to raise your children. You should be expected to keep yourself in a good enough shape that you could deliver the old
but I think that it's more of a partnership these days. The old face.
I think a woman has every right to expect that, though.
Sure, but I think it's a partnership. Like, didn't it used to be like back in the day? I don't fucking know. Well, what do you ask me about this? I can't even form an opinion on this.
Grandpa was getting new pussy.
I think that you think what I said is gonna raise the ire of more people than you just be like, well, you need to do pussy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You look at the bitch you're fucking, or should I say tired of fucking. And you look at your
can't
boner.
believe the fucking balls of this guy. He goes, I think you're gonna fucking piss people off with that shit. He's going like, all you need to do is dump your old fucking lady and find new pussy.
You do understand that women are entirely replaceable, right?
Disposable, bro. Oh my god.
Did I say replaceable? I mean, why the fuck do you think they invented the garbage can? You toss the bitch in, and you let her watch woefully as the new pussy walks through the door. And you say, fuck you, I'm a man. If it's good enough for Grandpa, it's good enough for me.
I could just see Grandpa Q in his fucking zoot suit.
All 23 skid doing it and shit.
90 years old, claiming he's going out and getting 23-year-old pussy. With that cocksure attitude.
Yeah. He's like, I cried in an alley behind a convenience store. That's the truth of it. Did your grandparents come over? Like, did they come to Ellis Island and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, one and a half of them worked at Ellis Island, the other half came through. So they came from Italy.
Oh, I thought Ireland.
No, my mother was born in Italy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dad, too?
No, my dad was born in Staten Island.
Ooh, yeah, an OG, huh?
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Shaolin.
Do you know a lot about like your family roots?
No,
I know nothing. Like I almost know almost nothing.
I don't care about some of the family who's living, so I'm not interested about finding out the ones that are dead.
That's a pretty good point.
You know, I imagine you'd have the same mindset.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I do wonder though. Like this week, I watched Godfather 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
And you just like you look at like in 2 when they open on Ellis Island. And I just think of the fucking balls these people had to like come over on these fucking ships with, 17 cents in their pocket. Everybody had 17 cents at the time. 17 cents in their pocket. They don't know what the fuck they're going to do once they get here. But like once they did get here, it's like that's how like, Little Italy came about is like, the Italians band together and how Harlem came about. The Irish banded together, and it's just like shit that like probably very few people would do these days, I guess. At least nobody's fucking emigrating from America. Well, I mean, they're hopping fences and shit right and left, but they're not coming over on steamships to Ellis Island,
But some of them are probably coming in with 17 cents in their pocket, though.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
with no real probable agenda other than like, hey, man, once I get in, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's balls, man.
Yeah, I think that's ballsy.
Yeah?
I don't have those kind of balls. Like if somebody said right now, like jump on a steamship and go to fucking Indonesia, Thailand, wherever.
Make a fucking action movie.
Make a life for yourself. Well, not necessarily make an action movie, but,
Well, you'd be
become a fucking fruit seller or whatever, vendor. You had to go to fucking Italy and open a comic book store, Walt. I don't think I have what it takes.
Yeah.
Thank you. You would die on the fucking trip over.
I mean, what do you want me to say? You say, like, you could do it, bro. You could do anything. You want me to say that?
Yeah, please, just once. Just once.
Q, you tell him because
I tell him all the time.
You tell him.
You can do anything, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You can do anything.
Thanks.
You won't, but you could do anything.
I'll never do it.
Can we get an update on the claymation?
Yeah, he's
Any updates for the good people who.
Well, the update is that I'm getting together with Stacy to craft an update through Kickstarter. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He should be done with one of the scenes now because he needed a new script for today.
I hope so.
It's going good. Looking good.
That's what people want to hear, man.
He's in an apartment. He rented the apartment. He's building sets. He's got all sorts of shit. He gives the updates more to Stacy than to me.
I started taking B12 yesterday. I'm trying anything. I swear to God, I get up. I feel like I want to go right back to bed again.
That's harsh.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I need both of you guys to fucking blow some testosterone in my mouth before we leave.
Did you put that? Wait, I thought he fucking put an incision in your.
Oh no, I went today. And
he
just cut my ass. That was it. No, I went today and he explained the options and said that he has to call insurance and then they have to approve it. They have to approve it. So if they approve it, then I go back and he'll put the fucking pellets in. And next thing you know, I'll be a fucking working fool.
Ramrod, bro.
Yeah.
Hard dick.
I'm not even worried. I swear, I can't tell you how much I don't care about the boner. I just fucking don't want to feel I don't want my brain to feel this way anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it made me cry the other day. I'll be honest.
Oh, shit.
I'll be totally honest.
Really?
Yeah. I was so down about everything, about just the health and everything, and how ineffective I've been with shit, and it made me cry a little bit, man.
Oof. You can't do that.
Cry?
That will never help.
You're right, it didn't help.
That will never solve anything.
Things were the same afterwards.
But it's so true,
in fact, worse, because my neighbor saw me through the window. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I was like, well, let me give it a cry and see. It was just so overwhelming. But I can't take it.
But when you feel like you're going to cry, that's when you got to say, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fucking head it off at the pass. I'm going to do something else.
Well, sometimes a good cry helps, no?
I've never known it to help.
No. You ever had a good cry? Well, you don't really do that.
Yeah, when some serious shit went down.
Yeah.
You can get misty-eyed, and it really doesn't help.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. I mean, maybe
I
it
cry
does.
no less than 3 to 4 hours a day, usually.
Maybe you know what? Yeah, I shouldn't say that though. I guess for some people, it may make them feel better.
It's a release.
Real emotional release.
Sure, I think so.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's right now. Can we all
cry?
Can we all on cue cry for the listeners right now?
I could fake it. I don't know about a real one. I'm feeling pretty good these days.
You know what? That was fucking Mike's big thing on. Remember last season on Comic Book Man? He kept insisting he could cry on command, and when we wanted him to, he couldn't do it. And Walt goes, "Well, when are you going to do it?" And he goes, "Well, not yet, not yet." And he just kept fucking putting it off. I'm now thinking
Johnny Depp
he can't
baby.
cry on command. Yeah.
I'm sure he can.
He also said he could puke on command, and that didn't happen either.
Is he just trying to, is he trying to be like a variety act on the show? What's he up to? He's just, that's his contribution?
Well, yeah, he thinks maybe he could parlay it into the Jim Rose circus.
Yeah.
Where he cries on command and he throws up.
Two acts. Tell me you wouldn't be like, I got to see it at least once, I guess.
I think if we are we almost done with this episode?
Not even
we just started.
I mean, it really feels way, way down on the energy, bro.
Yeah. Well, we just did one episode.
All right. Can we amp it up?
All right.
Then we can amp it up and then cry at the end.
Okay.
Cry it out.
Good. I could. Well, this is going to be released on what, Thursday of next week?
Thursday of next week.
Or Friday.
No, well, it's Thursday at midnight.
Probably Thursday
midnight,
because fucking Declan will be with me. Declan's going to be with me in London.
He's coming to London?
He's coming to London.
How long does it take to get there, do you think, from Ireland?
No, it's 200 miles. It's not
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't drive
He keeps
there.
talking about his
She's
woman, how
gonna
good
fly.
looking she is.
I don't think he's bringing her. It doesn't sound like he can fucking barely afford to come. I don't think he's bringing her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think so. But, I mean, if you don't really, Simon Walt, and you happen to be in London, then tomorrow night, or tonight, April 18th, Sal and I will be appearing at the Prince Charles Cinema at Leicester Square. How's that? Anybody feel excited?
I know I feel rejuvenated and fucking supercharged as if someone just fucking put some tea in my incision.
Yeah, man. They put some pellets in your ass.
All right, that didn't do it? Oh, well.
Hey, it's your old pal Bry here to talk to you about Nature Box. No, I'm not talking about my nickname for Suzanne Spunani when she doesn't shave it for 2 weeks. I'm talking about this online snack deal that we've been pimping. Naturebox.com/TESD. And it's a sweet, sweet deal as far as I can tell from this copy. Actually, they did send us some good stuff. Honey mesquite almonds I like. The smoky pumpkin seeds I like. Anyway, I'm looking at the Nature Box copy right now, and they're telling me don't do this, don't do that. A brand should never be referred to as Nature's Box. This includes both the pronunciation of the brand and any innuendos or euphemisms about nature. Holy shit, I heard he just... I don't know then. I don't know if I want to keep this joke in. It seems like Nature Box was predicting that someone would use such a grotesque analogy for their product. Fuck it. Staying in. Anyway, go to naturebox.com/TESD. 50% off your first order, free shipping, and they send you a bunch of healthy shit to your house. So if you're one of those healthy types, this is for you. What more do I need to tell you? Come on. Don't make my job harder than it already is. Oh, I know what I definitely wanted to talk to you about, Walt, because fucking 5,000 people have asked me. Comic book icon Archie to die heroically. Archie Andrews is headed for the big comic book convention in the sky.
This is a what if.
Q.
Oh, they're not going to kill him?
This is like, we're going to kill Superman. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Really?
Come on, what fucking moron? What moron doesn't realize that comic books do the same thing? It's cyclical. What's it called?
Yep, you're right.
Is that right?
Cyclical. Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit. They'll kill him. People will come out and buy that issue, and then they could a couple years later could be like, Archie's back. Not even a couple years, maybe even less than a year. Mm-hmm. Archie's back. May not have the same impact as Superman.
But same shit.
Archie who?
Yeah.
But they're going to kill him. How'd they kill an Archie?
Turns out he converts to Islam and he's a suicide bomber.
That's an issue I would buy.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's see. Archie, he said killing off is a natural conclusion to the series, which was...
Why?
So Archie's going to
Isn't he a fucking teenager?
Life with Archie, number 36, hits shops on July 16th and tells how Archie, a plucky teenage comic book hero since 1941, sacrifices his own life to save a pal. That girl on, I forget her name, but that girl on the show, on the comic book, is going to be very upset.
Well, I mean, you know what, though?
Archie dies as he lived heroically. When the fuck was he a hero? What
he was a hero. He always did the right thing, though.
He did.
He was a role model.
That makes you a hero, I guess. Just always doing the right thing.
I would think so.
It's the quiet heroes that really make a difference, bro.
But I think, though, that this is probably good for kids, though. If there's one good thing, it can teach them that, hey, man, appreciate people when they're in your life because they may not be there, like Archie.
Yeah. No,
they're not always there forever. They may just because they're here today, they may not be there tomorrow.
Writer Paul Kupperberg has added, has crafted an emotional, impactful, and classic story that I know will survive the test of time. This isn't a random one-off or what-if story that we're doing as a gag.
It's not a what-if.
This is a story that we mapped out carefully and with much thought.
Is Life with Archie the one where he's older? Hold on, let me do some research on this.
This is the death of Archie as we see it, and we're treating it with that same level of gravitas and import. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we're being very considerate about it. Holy fuck.
They're treating Archie as if he was like a fucking war hero here.
I know, man. It's and it's only number 36. So Archie...
but Archie's been around since the 40s, though.
Yeah.
So you know what? That. Maybe he is. Maybe he really is a hero then.
Just because he's been around.
Holy shit! Is that the cover with him and blood all over him?
I see a cover with rock and roll. There's a guitar.
Oh yeah, that must be.
It's him shot in the street with Betty and Veronica, around them.
Maybe that's their period blood on him.
Here we go. Hold on.
And Jughead the pussy's covering up over here.
Q's got it. Q's
got
got
to the bottom of
deets.
it.
You got the deets?
Yes.
411.
The Life with Archie series has been telling the stories of possible future Archie scenarios for the past few years.
So it is a what if.
And so Archie will continue to be alive in the comics.
That is the exact definition of a what if.
The guy's like, this isn't a what if.
Each issue is normally split into two storylines, one telling a tale of Archie married to Veronica, another with him ending up with Betty. Who the fuck is buying this? The final issue, however, will show readers Archie's final fate in both timelines, and they're the same.
I'll tell you who's going to buy it, Q. A lot of people who saw this on the news and on the internet, people who rush in, the same people who are there like, I want to sell this Archie.
Yeah, like 10 years from now, you're going to have to deal with these fucking retards.
It's got to be worth a lot of fucking money.
Well, listen to this.
Hey, Quinn, lovely time Steve did today.
Hold on, we're going to be at a cinema in London.
I'm going to get me some new pussy.
This is the end. This is how Archie dies in the pages of Life with Archie. We will not be retconning, reversing, or backtracking on this story in terms of Life with Archie. The main Archie line, however, telling stories of Archie in high school, will continue. Get this. Afterlife with Archie, which is the Archie Zombie series, will continue, and we'll keep taking risks with different new interpretations of our characters.
Good on Archie Publishing for
tricking everyone.
Yes, basically, they're going to trick everybody this July.
But I just mean like the regular series of Life with Archie.
Do you remember when they killed Superman, Q?
Yeah, of course.
How old would you have been at that point? You'd be young.
I was in high school.
You were in high school.
Yeah, sure. It was in 92?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts? Shock?
Even then, I knew they were going to bring him back.
So you were kind of a worldly teen. You knew that it was just a more.
Well, I heard he lived through when Optimus Prime died in the Transformers comic. That's when I was like, "Holy fuck!" Because I was like,
talking about it.
I was like 8. I was like, I was like a kid.
Transformers shit.
Yeah, they killed Optimus Prime.
They unplugged the robot.
Well, they blew him up, dude. They killed Bumblebee too in the G.I. Joe comic. It fucked me up. Hey, fuck you, man. That shit was.
You can't kill a machine.
You're talking to a fucking 9-year-old kid. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? So a 9-year-old doesn't realize? I mean, I know when I was 9.
Optimus Prime's not a robot. He's Optimus Prime.
He's not a robot?
He is a robot, but he's Optimus Prime. What are you talking about?
So if I was watching Buck Rogers and Tweaky fucking bit it, I wouldn't have fucking cried. I wouldn't have been upset.
One, I didn't say I cried. Two, but like when they killed him in terms of comic book deaths, that was the one where I was
That was the one that hit you? No. When Mike has admitted.
Hold on.
Mike has admitted he cried when Jean Grey died. Are we going to get on there and say, can we get exclusive here?
No. I'm trying to explain it to you, but you keep fucking cutting me off. I'm trying to tell you. Bumblebee died, but Bumblebee, not Bumblebee.
Did he look like a bumblebee?
He was
you don't know who Bumblebee
black,
are?
right?
No, I don't want.
He was a Volkswagen. He was a yellow Volkswagen Bug that turned into.
Oh, okay. I thought possibly he was a robotic bee.
It was like he was alive in my heart.
Give me a honey.
He was alive.
Give me a honey Bumblebee. Oh, no, so when he died, that was the first time I'd ever seen a comic book character die. And I was so young that I was like, holy shit, they killed Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And then they brought him back, of course, 10 issues later. Then they did the same thing with Bumblebee. He got blown up. They brought him back.
But you didn't fall for it again, did you?
Well, that's the thing. By the time we fucking hit Superman dying, I was enough of a comic book fan to understand at that point. All right.
But you know,
finally got it
but
out.
You are not the average customer, because a lot of people who will see this don't have the kind of history you do with comics. They see that and they assume that it's not a lie, that it's real.
Right.
And Superman, they assume that they had that Superman. People come in trying to sell Superman, and they don't believe you. And I said, well, Superman came back, and they're like, what?
You fucking kidding me?
They still don't know.
They still don't know that Superman was brought back to life in less than a year. Remember Captain America died.
Sure.
The Human Torch died.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Todd died.
That's right. Bucky died.
I can sit here from now until when the new I Saw Comics drops, naming all these instances.
Right. Bumblebee.
But people will still come in looking for that Archie.
Right.
I want 50 copies.
That's good.
It's good for you.
How do you take pre-orders? I can't imagine you would order like 100.
I'm gonna have heavy ordering on that.
More than Cryptozoic Man.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be signing them all.
But no, I would order heavy on that because it has reached the mainstream media.
Right.
Now people who read Archie as a youth are like, oh my God, they're killing my youth. I want to see this. I want to see this spectacle.
I can't believe you're dismissing Optimus Prime as a comic book character.
He was a toy.
Yeah, but he was also a comic book character.
He was a toy that became
I don't understand what that has to do with anything. What does that got to do with anything?
Even though I love comics,
Yep.
I had no problem never blurring the lines that what I was reading was out and out fiction, and never once would I ever.
Well, I didn't say as a 9-year-old I was like, I thought that there was really a robot running around, somebody was writing down his adventures. I got it was a comic, but you know.
I never once. I can honestly say that I never once got wrapped up in emotionally in a storyline where I was like, I can't believe.
Well, I didn't say that either. You guys said that. I didn't say that either.
All right, but you were like, whoa.
Yeah, I was like, they killed Optimus Prime. I was like, that's fucking a ballsy.
So who did you tell somebody at school the next day? Who did you have? Who were you able to talk this out with?
Probably
Counselor?
my cousin.
Years of therapy.
I'm still in it. I can't get over it. Probably because we played with the toys together.
Yeah, was he just as shocked as you were?
No, probably. I don't even remember. Like at this point, I'd be just making shit up just to feed. I don't really remember. But and I remember when they brought it back. The point of the story was that you learn that what you're saying is like through reading comics, you learn that those deaths don't mean anything.
Oh, okay, but I thought they were trying to teach us that. Like I said, teach kids, you know what, death is real. You're going to have to deal with it and appreciate who's here while they're here. Because they're not always going to be here.
Right.
How young are the kids that you're teaching this to? When do you think
what's the proper age to start teaching that? 9, 10?
Yeah. I might be in agreement with you there. Like my grandmother died. I was very close to my grandmother, closest I've ever been to any relative. And she died when I was 9 of cancer, and no one ever explained to me what was going on, or like I thought, much like Optimus Prime, she would come back.
And I remember when they brought it back, the big reveal of how he was alive. Now I'm starting to remember this. Right. Was I forget who or why, but they broke into like this building, and I think it was the government had Optimus Prime's head. And it was all hooked up to wires and shit like that. And it was like, holy shit, Optimus Prime's alive. It was very exciting.
As I recall, I'm older than you, but even I, at that age, I looked at those comics as if they were so inferior to a regular Marvel comic book.
I mean, I think you're really not giving me the fact that I was 9.
I'm not going to either.
Yeah, I know.
I never will.
Doesn't appear that's going to happen.
I might have even been. Hold on. Let me look when they were printed.
I know Transformers #1 came out from Marvel in 1984, I believe, or 82 or 84. Definitely an even year.
All right. Well, that's when I was reading it. So 84. So I was even younger.
That was #1. So I don't know when they killed him, what issue and number it was. But I didn't even buy. I flipped through it and I was like, it was definitely written for a younger audience.
Sure.
There was like
the Simps, right?
Yeah, when Stacy died, impactful.
Okay, it started as a 4 issues in 84. I was 9. I was exactly 9.
But what year did they kill him though?
Well, even if it was like 10. Generation 2.
10.
Well, 2 years later, it was around that time. Generation 2 was published 2 years later.
Could you say that was the first death you ever had to deal with?
Well, again, I didn't think I had to deal with it.
Was that the first injection of death into your life?
No. Again, I was talking about comic books. I was talking about maybe
that's why this had an impact for you, though.
Well, no,
did you know anybody else that had died previously?
Yeah, like I had family members die and stuff like that. But you're taking it the wrong way, and I get why you're doing it, and I appreciate that. But I wasn't saying it taught me anything about death. It taught me about comic books is what I was saying.
Okay, all right.
And everybody listening knows that. How dare you, Walter?
Yeah.
Boy, you thought it was shitty, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Look at that cover. I still remember that cover. That's fucking cool ass shit, bro.
Bill Sienkiewicz.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't he do a cover for us?
No.
Or
He did covers for Batman.
So he was gonna...
Kevin wrote Whiting Jar, not you.
Okay. I get confused sometimes. No, I thought for Carney something.
No, that was...
Not Carney.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was Carney.
What the fuck
Carney?
is this?
Temple Smith.
IDW? Holy shit. Wait. All right, now you can make fun of me because I'm excited about this. IDW, I guess last year, started writing comics set 21 years after the events of issue 80, which I guess was the last one of that issue, set in the same continuity, written by the same writer. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Who was the same writer at that point?
Simon Furman.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, man, that's pretty cool. So it just picks up 21 years from where it ended.
Which probably would have been 21 years.
I'm in. I'll get it. I'll download it. Something like that.
Touring it?
No, never touring. I would never tour in a comic.
No.
That seems like a shitty thing to do.
People do it to us?
Yeah.
We know the hurt.
But we're not...
That made me cry the other day, actually.
Anyway, sorry. What were you crying about the other day?
I don't know. I don't even think we were talking about that. I thought we were saving it to the end so we could all cry. If you, Q, your mom goes into a nursing home, right?
Yeah, sure.
And you find out that this happened, that the nursing home hired strippers. Did you see this?
No, wait. Well, hold on.
What state?
Strippers to do what?
To strip
to do what strippers do. This is in Long Island.
Is my mother... It totally depends on my mother's reaction.
Okay.
Is it cheeky and she had a good time?
Look at this old lady putting dollars
cheeky,
in there.
It sounds like someone's headed to London.
I know, right?
Like she's stuffing dollars in there.
Right.
So she looks like she's enjoying it.
Right.
If my mother enjoyed it, whatever.
Because
I don't know my mom. I don't think she would enjoy it.
What state is that in?
Well, this was in Long Island, New York. The woman who's pictured here, it says that they're the son of one resident. 85-year-old Bernice Youngblood was shocked when he showed up for a visit and found a picture of his mom stuffing dollar bills, which are supposed to be locked away in her commissary account, into dancers' briefs.
That's troublesome. I'll give you that.
He immediately expressed their outrage to the staff, but were ignored. They're saying she was placed in an apprehension of imminent offensive physical harm. She has, I guess she has Alzheimer's.
Oh, shit. Well, that's a problem.
It says, a nurse later told the victim's sons that the strip show was an entertainment event for the patients and was done in good faith. Hiring male strippers to perform for the defendant's nursing home patients was a serial occurrence. Bernice Youngblood has lived 85 years as a traditional Baptist hard-working lady, and now she has been defiled, said her son.
Can you put yourself, though, in that poor stripper's shoes?
In his briefs?
I don't like to do that.
All I'm thinking is if they're that...
No, it's a male stripper, Q.
Yeah, I don't like to put myself in...
If they have Alzheimer's and they're that fucked up in the head, maybe I could do this. They would have known.
But, I mean, think about it for a second. Think about the kind of procedure you need to do to get yourself ready to strip for Alzheimer patients.
Like the mental process you need to go through?
Yeah. That's rough.
Like they come to you, your I guess it's your manager or whoever, whatever company you work for. They're like, all right, you got a job out in Long Island. Are you familiar with the fucking
like Shady Pines?
The fucking Shady Pines nursing home?
Could you do it?
You're going to be stripping for people who've literally lost their minds.
Could you shake your thang in an Alzheimer's patient's face?
Could I strip under the name Bumblebee?
Yeah, anything, whatever it takes.
No, I couldn't do it.
You got to give it up for that guy. I mean, that's a pro.
That's a guy, yeah. But
Hey, remember,
it's tough. I wonder if he knows that she has Alzheimer's. And why? What a weird whose idea is it? Like, who at the nursing home is like, I got an idea? Because it appears like if you look at this picture, everyone's in a wheelchair.
Some 40-year-old nurses who are like, I would like to see some beefcake.
On someone else's dime.
On someone else's dime.
Right.
Let's call them in. Or I'm probably going to get fired anyway. I'm getting off. I'm getting out. They're looking to replace me anyway, any which way they can. I'm gonna call on their behalf and get a stripper down here for them. Yeah. This brings up a story. I mean, not a story, but something that happened to me. I mean, I want to do bad on the nursing home.
Okay.
But I do want to applaud the male stripper.
Good on the stripper? Good
on the stripper, because that takes to be nice and to do it and to go full out for those seniors. That's a good guy right there.
He's fucking.
That's a hero of the week.
Yeah. I also, and that reminds me.
The nursing home is a zero of the week.
No, the zero of the week is her commissary. There's nothing left.
Remember last week I told you that
We're saving old bags right and left. Yeah.
And long story short, though,
I heard a little bit about
reaffirm my belief in guardian angels.
Okay.
And designating himself as such. A lot happened since you've been gone.
You should be so lucky to have you as your fucking guardian angel, bitch.
Any kind of guardian angel. I'd love to have you, though.
I
fell out of my car getting you.
I went to Denny's before seeing Captain America this weekend.
All right.
On a Sunday. Sunday brunch time. Like
that's
noon.
Horrible.
Why?
Isn't it packed
There's so
with
many
people
there, yeah.
Yeah, but that's good. You know, it's alive and it's jostling and it's bubbling with energy and everything.
Okay.
And people are eating
Denny's.
And the smell of breakfast and lunch mingled together.
All that Viva la French toast just fucking being served up.
I love it.
Over my ham.
It's my favorite, by far my favorite place to eat. I would eat there 10 out of 10 times.
I love you so much.
I know people would be like it's crap, it's garbage. I'm like, they're wrong, though. There is certain food on that menu. Anyway, a lot of old people there for whatever reason.
Sure.
This morning. And it was sad, but also uplifting as senior after senior tried to break the will of my waiter by constantly asking him, how much does this cost? And how much does this? And like, why does this cost so much?
Oh.
And he was so nice to every one of those people there.
How old was he? The waiter?
20s, in his 20s. Knowing full well, if they're fucking going over that menu with such a they're upset with the prices.
They ain't tipping for
They're not
shit.
tipping that dude.
Right. I mean,
he has to know.
It says the prices. Like, why are they asking with the prices if it says it right there?
Well, they're like, how can I get this cheaper? I heard people asking him, like, well, and he would try to figure out a way where they could get it cheaper. And him knowing that, still doing that, I thought this dude was a saint walking on this earth.
Yeah.
Because who would do that? Who would be so nice to them and try to get them cheaper food, knowing full well that he's not going to get a tip after this?
Right.
I would be crying.
I gave that dude the biggest tip I ever left anybody on the face of this earth.
Really?
Probably ever will,
12%.
ever again. No, I gave him 40%.
Oh, wow. Nice.
40%. I would have gave him 50%, but I couldn't break it 20.
Right. Yeah. I saw someone when I went to the chicken place, Boston.
Hitler's chicken?
Yeah, Hitler's chicken.
Your weekend in Thailand?
It used to be called Boston Chicken, right? Didn't it?
Boston Market.
But it used to be, didn't it?
Yeah, a long time
ago.
Chicken.
And there were a couple old people, and it was like get something and two sides, like a chicken and two sides. Mm-hmm. And they were so desperately trying to count more turkey and chicken as their sides, like arguing with the lady at the register. And I'm like, and this person was not the guardian angel. She was like, you can't do it.
I don't want any potatoes or corn. No. Can I just have more turkey?
Yeah. Because it was like you could get like 3 sides.
You gotta love fucking people though that like.
It's only old people that will do that.
Yeah, you gotta.
Just so unabashedly, like, just no fucking shame. Just be like, yeah, I want my other 2 sides to be turkey and turkey. And the whole time I'm like, holding up the line, I want to fucking strangle everybody.
But the person behind the counter is not having their.
Oh no,
they won't do it.
Mm-mm.
And that's an instance where I would begrudge the person behind the counter. I'd be like, just give these people some extra turkey. Who cares?
Yeah,
you're saving the sides. Then give them 1 extra slab of turkey. Mm-hmm. What's going to make a difference, man? It's not like you hired a fucking stripper.
Right? Yeah. I
don't understand that.
Whatever moves the line along to me. Right, like you can have a side of fucking.
But then they're like, maybe they say like, well, if we do that for this guy. Then we got.
They tell all their buddies. Yeah.
Well, then they got a line, and you hear it. Mm-hmm. They know you heard that you can get.
Right. They're like, look at the look in his eye. You know he's trying to get turkey. That fucking fat turkey.
I'm not even going to get a drink. Can I just get gravy?
Just pour some gravy into the cup.
Fill a cup with more turkey. Yeah, I often wonder about people like that, like the people that have that level of patience. And
I gotta say, man, I wanted to go up to the dude and say something to him, but I just didn't know how to say it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to be like, man, I'm really impressed with you, and I'm really.
He's like, that's right. Taking it away from him. Taking it away.
No, it was a great dude, and like I wanted to go and be like, man, I am so impressed with you. I wanted to go up and I should have told the manager, right? I should have been like, you need to fucking get this guy, bump him up, do something, do whatever.
You're like, wait, he's discounting food? How about I fire the fucking asshole?
You're right. Can you imagine that?
That would be the great ending to that story.
No, but I should have been like, this dude deserves to be acknowledged for being a real person. I mean, I work at a store, and I know how easy it is to want to just be like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Yeah.
But I know how hard it is to keep up that charade. I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see someone doing it
genuinely,
it stops me in my fucking tracks.
Yeah, you see someone being authentic.
What is this?
What country are you from?
Do you guys do you go out and like you'll be eating and the waiter recognizes you from the show? Has that happened?
It has happened once or twice.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, it's happened.
Are you then like?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Now I gotta tip this fucking guy.
I gotta fucking tip like delivery people.
Yeah.
Tip more too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I don't even answer the door anymore when I get delivery. I make someone else do it.
I had to. My wife's car was in the shop. I had to call a cab to get to work.
Yeah.
She took my car. I walk out of my house, and the cab driver rolls down the window and goes, "Holy fucking shit!" And I knew what that meant as I was walking down the stairs. I was like, "Oh God!" And the guy kept saying on the way to the stash, "Oh, I get these calls. They're only like 5-minute drives. I never get tips. I never get tips. I never get tips. I never get tips." So I'm like.
You're about to
get a good tip today, I guess, because I mean you have to, or else you look like a total douchebag, man. And nobody wants to look like a douchebag.
What's acceptable? Like, what do you have? What is the amount? What is the amount that you tip if you're not recognized, and then what's the increase if you are?
If not, like dinner, a regular dinner, and it's like decent service and all that, usually 20%.
Yeah, 20%.
20%.
If someone recognizes me, it generally goes up to like 30, somewhere around there, just a little bit more.
Yeah,
but unless somebody's horrible, it doesn't matter. Lunch or dinner, breakfast, whatever. I always give 20%.
It's generally what I do too.
It just seems like such a thankless job. And especially, I couldn't. I mean, maybe if I was 20, it would be different. Like right now, if I'm working at Denny's and I've got fucking the elderly. Like,
I mean, I'm
trying
not
to
just saying
fucking-
one. I'm talking about at least 4 out of his 5 tables.
Oh, so they weren't all at the same table? They were
No, it was all.
fucking
He was
shit.
surrounded by it.
I'd walk out.
I'd shoot them and then kill myself.
No, I'm not
everyone.
kidding. That's why it was so impressive. The table in front of me.
That's all it
I
takes.
said I'd shoot them all and then kill myself in front of everyone.
But that was what made this guy stand out. Like he shined. He shined as a human being. He did more in that 25-minute time I was sitting there eating than I've done for any human being probably.
Come on,
I don't know. I was really.
You're selling yourself a little short.
I don't know what I could. I don't know.
You're delivering comics to drunks.
Yeah.
He reached out on a
You're
human
snagging
level.
old ladies
He
and
sat
nuns.
down at the table and looked over the menu and tried to figure out ways to get cheaper bills for people. He told them that if he didn't like anything, he goes, "If you don't like it, I won't charge you for it." It was like
I don't like paying.
it was like I was in the presence of somebody who was supernaturally
Wow.
touched.
He was probably on fucking like ketamine or something.
Yeah, right. He's just zonked on fucking Xanax.
come
Yeah.
He's on lewds.
No, that's not true. There are people out there like that, man. They don't run in our circles, but there are people out there that are good and kind and decent.
Not all our friends are ridiculous. but that's definitely. I mean, that's beyond kind and decent. I would be like, what to what?
But you know
end?
what? Because it also had to do with like, you know what? If it was somebody in there between 30 and 50, I would have been like, this dude's out of his mind. Why is he
I'd be
putting
like,
up
go
with
fuck
this?
yourself. Like, how old are these people? Like in their 80s?
These people are like 70
70s,
plus.
80s, yeah.
70 plus. And that definitely adds a different level of like compassion and just his warmth. And I mean, I'm telling you, I wish I could do a pod with this dude. Like, I'd quit. Tell him, Steve, to even do a pod. I'd just do a pod with this fucking waiter.
Well, fuck it. I hate to break this to you, Ming, but this just in. Ming started the podcast with that guy. So you missed your chance.
He had a cup to the door. He was listening to it. I mean, you could have him on if you wanted. It wouldn't be that hard, right?
I don't even know if you knew what I was talking about. It's so weird and so odd to just walk up to somebody and say those things.
How much were these people saving? Like what?
And plus, I'd have to drive all the way back to East Brunswick.
That's true.
I mean, come on, I'm not crazy.
Like, how much could these people expect to save, though? I mean, like, let's say you're getting, like, your average...
$2.
Oh, my God. That's how much they're saving, is
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah, he said, I could save you $2 here. I could save you $1 here. I could save... And, like,
it seems
touching.
meaningful to them?
It was
the old
touching.
people?
It was. And,
No, but I mean, it seems like that money meant...
And to do that, not at just one table, but at 3 surrounding tables while I was there.
Right.
I would be, how fucking unlucky can I get? Like, I have fucking silver foxes at every fucking table.
Yeah.
Right? But it is a Sunday, and that's a Sunday at brunch time. So
Yeah, that's
at
true.
Denny's,
That's probably
which is-
your crowd, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He knows what he's in for.
Right, he
And
knows,
he
like,
still
when he
brought
gets up
that
that
level
morning.
of...
How old is he? Would you say? If you had to estimate?
Is 25, 26?
Do you remember this is going back years and years ago, I ate at a Perkins with Q and, God, who else was with us? It was me, you, it might have been Suzanne. I mean, it was a long time ago. And our waiter was like, you know how like I do like this caricature of Q?
Yeah.
It was this dude, remember
it was
him?
Perkins on Staten Island. We left.
Yeah.
He was an asshole.
Yeah, he's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Let's go. You want pancakes or not, huh? Like, it was...
Yeah, we left. We were like,
It
fuck
was
this guy.
crazy. Like, I was looking at Q like, he's kidding, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know him? It was so cartoonish.
Yeah.
It was fucking funny.
That was in 2004. 2004, yeah.
Wow, 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Crazy, right? What about that? Even longer than that, going back even farther, we went to Boston Market and you fucking fell in love with the fucking cashier. I think you were there too. Remember his diamond in the rough? This was way, way back. Remember that? Like, we were there and you just became
This
fixated.
one down here, right?
Yeah. You became fixated on the fucking counter girl and you were like...
Yeah, like I have the audacity to call anyone else a diamond in the rough.
Well,
She's like, look at this pig.
no, this was in your fucking...
Can I get 3 sides of turkey, please?
No. Turkey and 2 sides, not 3 sides of turkey.
No, turkey, and turkey. What's wrong with you? This is no diamond in the rough. This is a dummy.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.